Welcome to Georgia Darling 555. Okay, so I'm going to start with just a few cards to give a general feel for the energy coming in for the collective today. Take only the messages that resonate. You should intuitively know what those are. If it feels weird, scary, gives you anxiety in any way, it's not for you. Okay, let's see. King of Cups in reverse, Knight of Cups, Knight of Cans in reverse. Okay. Okay. So then we've got the Kindred. I have to look up that one. I'll look that one up. I like it. And then we have Judgment. It's beautiful. And then, oh, even more beautiful. Ooh, I got chills. They're multiplying. Beautiful. Okay. Let's put them in order. That was first, second, third, fourth. Okay. I actually feel like this belongs underneath here. Don't know why. Okay. So let me find out what the Kindred is. Okay. Silly me. I should have known what that was. It's the Lovers, 6. I wasn't sure if it was like a card that they made just for this deck. That's what I was kind of thinking it was, but that makes sense. Okay. The Lovers. Dorothy's choice to leave everything behind for her beloved Toto when Miss Gulch wanted to take him away speaks volumes about their kinship. In this deck, the Kindred appears to acknowledge the rapid approach of a long-lost friend or a new partnership. So I'm just going down to this part in the upper right description. Let go of any doubts about their loyalty or your ability to protect and support each other. Yes, there will be times when you are apart, but this friendship is here for the long haul. So I feel like that's where this description of the Lovers, the Kindred, it seems to be focusing more on friendship. That's what makes this deck important for this reading. Okay. I feel like this is kind of about redeeming a friendship, redemption for somebody. Because both of you shine the brightest when you're together, that friendship is an energetic force and not something that doesn't exist. Okay, so I'm also going to read the Knight of Cans, which is the Knight of Cups, because with different decks, unique decks, I like to read from the guidebook a lot of the time because I feel like they have a special way of explaining the card. Knight of Cans reversed. Poor Sylvester. He must get tired of being dragged around from country to country by his enigmatic companion. This reversal acknowledges your frustration and deep disappointment that you have not gotten your way lately. It also cautions you to temper your feelings, revisit your expectations, and measure your reactions. You are tired, and rightfully so. Your road here was rougher than you realized. Measure your reactions. So this feels like this is what it's going to take to redeem that friendship, to overcome whatever obstacles, disagreements, perhaps, whatever caused that friendship to fall apart, or for you to have any friction between the two of you. And this feels like it was possibly a power struggle of some sort, because it says he must get tired of being dragged around from country to country by his enigmatic companion. So maybe one of the two of you was kind of like the knight's horse, but letting that horse take control of the direction and how far the knight would go. pushed to the limits, no boundaries. So maybe there needs to be some sort of boundary creation here in order to achieve this. So let's just look at the sun too. Here, might as well. The sun radiates success, followed closely by pure joy. A feeling of euphoria is approaching. Trust this feeling. Enjoy it and welcome it back. Welcome it back, like the friendship. Okay. Trust this feeling. Enjoy it and welcome it back. There is more where this came from, if and only if you acknowledge it this time around. Just as the sun is unaware of its own radiance, the ruby slippers know nothing of their own power, but to those in their presence, they sure are sparkly, lovely, and helpful. In a reading, the sun sheds light on your unique potential. You both can be uniquely you in this relationship, and the impact that is going to have is going to be radiating. But I'm also getting a feeling that this might be something that's on a spiritual path that you are going to be doing together, or maybe you are just very spiritual, maybe even work in some sort of healing, or maybe you're a psychic, a medium, read tarot, involved in Reiki, a Reiki healer, practitioner. But that's what is going to make you, that's what I feel like one or both of you strengthen your spiritual connections within yourself with spirit, and that is what is allowing for this alchemy of a friendship that maybe couldn't happen before, which is what led to the downfall. But now that you have both, or individually, maybe one of you was at a higher level spiritually than the other, but now you are both on the same level of spiritual connection, that allows you to connect more and allows this friendship to work in a way that you can really trust. And in a way that maybe you don't even live near each other. So even time spent apart, it's not going to make that relationship fall apart. Maybe that's what did make it fall apart. But spiritual connection, maybe you're actually like providing distance Reiki to each other. But it's like you can tell now that your connection is it reaches outside of your physical bodies. It's ever present. Okay. I want to see one of these cards for the purpose of describing the two parties here involved. Like a hint at the personalities we're dealing with, the energy types we're dealing with, the dynamics within this friendship on each side. Okay, left. Nice. This one actually came up yesterday. Actually, no, it didn't. It was another rabbit one. 52, wood rabbit, follow your curiosity. And then let's get the other. Oh, it's so cute. 37, metal rat, be aware of projection. So I'm actually going to get the guidebook out for this one as well. Okay, so start with, I'm at 37. So let's start with metal rat. The metal rat pillar challenges us to see what's real. The elements metal over water may appear to be in a supportive relationship, but they're also forceful and cold by nature, as the elements represent the yin seasons of fall and winter. Yang metal, like a knife, can be swift and sharp, while the rat's yang water, like powerful ocean waves, can catch us by surprise and sweep us far off the shore. Metal only reflects the truth, but our filters of belief and preconceived notions tend to distort the truth. The rat's water element also represents fears, which can imprison us from living our dreams. So it seems like this party of this relationship, this friendship, really had to kind of work on their, I don't want to say inner child, with like the things that you're taught as a child that become your ingrained like belief system. So like the book, The Four Agreements, like everybody's living in their own dream based on what they were told from such a young age, that this dream becomes like a cloud that blocks us from being able to see each other clearly, like as mirrors, from the basic unity of what we are, all one, that gets clouded. So going down the spiritual journey for this person, they were able to clear that up and remove themselves from that prison within, remove that fear into a life where dreams can come true, where dreams do come true, which is reminding me of The Wizard of Oz, that fantasy. That fantasy world, it can be reality. You can make your life a dream. Okay, let's see. Message from heaven. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's see. This might be. The metal rat also encourages us to take a step back from our relationships and go within for some self-reflection. Do we represent ourselves authentically and see our loved ones as they are? Or do we unconsciously project our fears and insecurities onto them and in our actions? Awareness of our patterns of projection can help us recognize it in others, allowing us to respond from a place of compassion. So, perfect, exactly. You worked on that. Whoever that is, that might not even be you. Whoever that is, either you or your friend, the other party here, had to go on that inward reflection in order to clear that smoke or understand the smoke that is our filters, which is the filter of belief, and be able to understand it and know what actually is projection and what's not. And that allows compassion for others, allows less judgment, allows for the redemption of this relationship. So, message from heaven: words can cut like metal. Think before you speak. Let your words come from a place of truth and non-judgment, which is remind me of the 4 agreements: always speak with integrity. And then message from earth: the rat can amplify your fears. Friend those fears and get to know them better so you can be more comfortable in their presence. So you had to become a friend with that fear before you could become a friend with them or you, whoever. I don't even know who I'm talking about anymore. And that's funny. I didn't even notice like he was looking in the mirror or in the ripple. So that's like the preconceived notions is the ripples that distort. But by clearing them and working them and even knowing their existence, that they're present, allows him to see himself. And now he's able to see you. And I say he just because of my own projection, my own belief filter, but any gender. Okay, and then let's go to, that's perfect. Let's go to wood rabbit. Okay, follow your curiosity. Wood is the element of compassion and community, but yin wood is the softer, gentler, and more refined wood compared to yang wood. Like a fat flower, yin wood's flexibility is the source of her strength. This card invites you to keep expanding your world and never stop learning. It's okay to start small. You may be the only one who keeps track of your own progress, but each step you take leads to bigger dreams and possibilities. The wood rabbit indicates a milestone in your personal growth. It's now time to work on your vision for the new cycle ahead. And in that vision, I think this other person is going to be a source of growth and abundance and true happiness, this true fantasy world that you were creating. So, message from heaven: in the same way that a flower doesn't grow overnight, enriching your inner world takes time. Wood calls for practicing self-compassion, especially when you feel you're moving too slowly. Honor your own pace. Message from earth: this double yin wood card emphasizes the importance of finding beauty in the mundane. Stop and smell the flowers. Let the world around you be your infinite source of wonders. That's tying where I said pure I think I said pure happiness. That these just simple joys and like the simple things in life, in this world, physical world and spiritual world, like the feelings that energies give you, you're picking up on them and allowing them to be, even though you can't see them. And also the physical world, you're smelling the roses, you're feeling them, even just gazing at them, right? So I'm also getting a sense that this person over here struggled or struggles with self-perception, the relationship with self. They're both self, but or even the way they are sensitive to and susceptible to other people's energies and projections and even opinions about them. So that was something that this person had to overcome in order to see outside themselves because they were so inward, worried about what they look like, what they sound like, what others think of them, believing other people's opinions, or even just their energies of, oh, is this person angry at me? Or, and it could have nothing to do with you, but you're making it about you. This is allowing you to release that so that you are more open for others, where you can actually help others, the greatest good for the greatest amount of people. And I feel like this side, this person, had trouble on the opposite spectrum of projecting outward instead of projecting their energies, frustrations outwards to others, like almost like projecting it onto this person. So they're like, they were at one point existing in opposition, and now with this redemption process that you've both been taking on your own, I'm picking up on the most. I know I said it could be one of you, both of you, but I feel like there was work on both ends, both sides. Okay, so let's see overall, like, message to take home about this friendship, about what the work you've both put in, and your potential. Ta-da. 2 dolphins. It's like very lovers-ish. There's that friendship. And also, like, the chakras are balanced in line. And you've both done that for yourselves so that you can exist together. Okay. Alignment. Did I just say that? Eee. You can manifest the life you wish to call in. Look at where your desires are being seated. If your plans or dreams aren't unfolding as you would like, take a closer look at the areas in your life. Is something out of step with integrity? Are you making decisions through fear or love? If it is through fear or avoidance, your manifestations may seem to backfire. To encourage you back into balance, become a vibrational match for what you desire. Instead of striving harder, cultivate the feeling of already having all you seek. You will be surprised at what this shift in perspective creates. And I also feel like that's tying in this one. I feel like this has to do with manifestation as well. This negative talk within, this negative intake of energies outside of yourself and turning them into weapons that, when they really weren't, is blocking manifestation, and you release that. And I just love how they talk about integrity too. Always speak with integrity. So I think that was all very clear and beautiful. And I think that's all we have. So if there's a relationship that has been moving in that direction, and you'll know if that's true, it's not something that, if that hasn't happened yet, that you have to worry, oh, do I have to talk to this person again? No, it's probably already happening and you know exactly who this is about. But this is to give you confirmation and encouragement that you can trust this relationship. They are putting in the work, you are putting in the work, and you can move forward with this. It's going to lead to somewhere beautiful. And there's no place like home. This person might have been from your hometown, or maybe you grew up together, friends growing up, something like that. And also, this is a message for some that home is a state of mind. So even if you're apart, you can still trust this. And it will still be magnificent and bright and abundant. And your fairy tale with them can continue. All right. You guys take care. Bye.